morning to you and welcome. My name is Tina Gilliard and I am the assistant principal at James A. Long. Mary Beth Hedstrom is the principal and she had to be at a principal's meeting this morning, so she won't be able to be with us. I'll be assisted this morning by Miss Ashley Driggers. I'd like to acknowledge the amazing faculty and staff team who nurture, teach, protect, and love up on your kids each and every day. You'll be hearing some of their heartfelt, warm expressions as I read what they've said about your child in just a bit. But first, I'd like to recognize our Kiwanis Club members who we partner with and who help to make events such as this possible for our Putnam County students. We have with us Mr. Andy Rusnick, Chris Keller, Kingsley Plimpton, Mike Perry, Tom Edwards, Mike Harrington, Angela Mills, and Mr. Charles Overturf, who I'll invite to the mic at this time for a few expressions.
Thank you, ma'am. And on behalf of about 60 other members of Azalea City, we just want to take a moment to welcome parents, grandparents, friends to honor these young people. It's a time to celebrate. I look out over the audience and I see balloons and I see flowers, and sometimes there's cakes and cupcakes and candies and things. It is a time to say we're proud of you. And in a moment, she'll be reading to you what the teachers have said, and even sometimes what their own classmates have said about them. And we know how important it is to do the very best they can on their grades, on their academics, reading program. But we also know it's important to do the best they can for their attitude, their behavior, their character, those things that we know that are important for them to not only be good students here at James A. Long, but also when they grow up and come back in our community and live here. So we're certainly proud of each one of them. We say thank you for what you're doing and just keep up the good work. Thank you.
Awesome. With that said, let's take a moment and salute you, our amazing parents of these wonderful children. And so let's celebrate you. We appreciate you being here this morning, and we appreciate you sending the darlings for us to love up on and care for. Okay, let's now recognize some terrific kids. Our first terrific kid, it's from our pre-K teacher, Miss Ariel Admire, and it is Braylon Dorman. Miss Admire says about Braylon was voted terrific kid because she is kind, thoughtful, and caring. She stays on task in class and is always willing to help in any way. Braylon is respectful to her classmates and teachers. We are so happy to have her in class. Braylon Dorman. Our next terrific kid, it's from Miss Rigsby, and it is Macy Johns. Miss Rigsby says of Macy is one amazing student. She follows all of our classroom rules and procedures. She is also a wonderful helper. Macy comes to school every day with a smile on her face and a hug for Mrs. Rigsby. She works so hard and has made so much progress. We are so proud to have Macy in our class. She's a shining star. Macy Johns. Okay, and now from our kindergarten, Kylan Armster. Miss Klaus says about Kylan is very conscientious about his work. He is always polite to everyone. He tries to always stay on task. He will help his classmates when they need it and usually has a smile on his face. Oh yeah, and he does a great handstand too. Kylan Armster. Next is Aaron Hodge. Miss Parsons says of Aaron, meet Aaron Hodge. He is one amazing student that does what is expected of him daily. He is eager to learn and does his work. Aaron puts his best effort forward and is a shining example to his friends. I am so proud to have you in my class, Aaron. And Miss Parsons said she looks forward to seeing what you do next. Next, we have Austin Schultz. Miss Brooks says about Austin, I chose Austin as my terrific kid. He comes to class ready to learn and is the first one to volunteer to help out in the class. He enjoys helping other students. He is truly a terrific kid. Carter Brown. Mrs. Godwin has this to say about Carter Brown. Is Carter with us today? Okay. Carter is not here, but we're going to read his expressions anyway. Oh, there's Carter. Come on up here, Carter. Miss Godwin says of Carter that he's nominated because it's a joy to have Carter in my class. He is kind and well-mannered and hardworking. Carter is such a quiet and kind student. He wants to be his best for himself and his teacher. He never says an unkind word to anyone. I love his sweet smile and positive attitude. I also appreciate his great manners. A kindergartner who focuses on what is important in class and shows a respect for learning is amazing. Carter pays attention and does his best, following directions at all times. He works hard in class every day to complete his work with accuracy. I am so impressed with Carter, who I am so very proud to say he is a terrific kid. Our next terrific kid is Caden Morton. Mrs. Cooper says of Caden, Caden is a terrific kid for many reasons. He does a great job following classroom rules. I can always count on him to set a good example for the other children. He works hard to complete his work and always tries his best. He loves learning new things. He is a kind and considerate friend to others in his class. He has a lot of patience and is an excellent student. Caden is a sweet boy with a big smile and a bright future. Caden is truly a terrific kid. Our next terrific kid comes from Miss Cooper. It's Liliana Digna. And Miss Cooper says of Liliana, she's always acting and thinking in a positive way. She treats others with respect, uses good manners, and she's very considerate of the feelings of others. Thank you, Lily, for thinking and acting in a way that shows others you care about their feelings. You are truly terrific. Liliana is receiving our character counts recognition this morning. Let's give her a hand. Awesome. Our other character counts recognition comes from Miss Nettles, and it's Lane Ricks. Miss Nettles says, Lane is nominated for responsibility because he's always showing this character by turning in his folder daily, doing his homework, practicing his sight words every night, and following the rules in the classroom. He is a good friend to his classmates and is always willing to help if they don't understand. Lane is a joy to have in class, and truly, he is a responsible little boy. First grade terrific kid. We'll start with Claire Faye Bevers. Okay. Miss Weaver says of Claire Faye, She's a well-mannered student who is liked by all her classmates. She is kind, considerate, respectful, and stops to think before she responds most of the time. Clara Faye is extremely bright and doesn't flaunt her intelligence, but shares with others what she has learned, even to the point of trying to teach them what she has learned. We are lucky to have her as our terrific kid. Samantha Hodges is our next terrific kid. Mrs. McGahee says of Samantha, since the very first day of school, Samantha has come to school ready to learn. Her eagerness is contagious. Everyone in the class wants to be Samantha's partner. She lights up a room wherever she goes. Thank you, Samantha, for being a terrific kid. Keep up the great work. Garrett Boucher. Miss Wilkinson says of Garrett, he is the first terrific kid from our class this year. His academic achievement is one reason he was selected, as his iReady lessons are usually passed with 100% accuracy. And he has already passed 13 AR quizzes. Let's give a round of applause for that already. She says, also as equally important is his excellent behavior. He makes smart choices and is always eager to help his classmates when a need arises. He has a great attitude about learning and has a smile that will melt your heart. Congratulations, Garrett. You are a terrific kid. Destiny Appling. Miss Nettle says of Destiny, she is our terrific kid for this 9 weeks. Destiny is responsible, respectful, caring, and trustworthy. She is a good friend to her classmates and is always doing nice things. I love seeing her sweet smile every morning as she walks into class, and her love for learning just makes my heart happy. She truly is a terrific kid. Do we need them to stand in the center? The kid. Next one is Logan Krause. Miss Matthews says of Logan, Logan truly is an extraordinary student. He greets me every morning with a smile and comes in ready to tackle the day. Logan is one of those kids that takes the initiative and is naturally driven. He strives to be exceptional and challenges himself daily. He displays great work ethic and sets a great example for his fellow classmates. I cannot wait to see what his year has in store for him. Logan truly is an amazing little boy. Thank you. And our character counts for first grade. It's respect, and this goes to Ember Matheny. Mrs. Sweat says of Ember, Ember does her very best every day to treat her classmates with respect. She is polite to everyone she comes in contact with and always answers you with a smile and the very best manners. Ember makes sure not to interrupt and truly cares about what her classmates have to say. Even if she disagrees with someone, she keeps her composure and explains her reasoning. Keep being an awesome example for your fellow classmates, Ember. Our next first grade character count student for responsibility is Kinzie Brewer. Miss Weaver says of Kinzie, she is our student that represents responsibility because she is a student that has health issues dealing with diabetes. However, that doesn't stop her from doing what she needs to do and taking care of herself. Every day she chooses to be responsible for her food choices, her classwork, her desk, taking care of herself, and does it all with a positive, non-complaining attitude. Miss Kinzie Brewer. Now for our second grade Terrific Kid recognitions. Jesus Dinkins. Miss Bannon says of Jesus, Jesus is an extraordinary student who gives his best every single day. He tries hard to succeed in all his academics and has potential to achieve. He has a very quiet, respectful, well-mannered personality and strives to be polite and friendly at all times. I enjoy that he is determined to push himself, works hard, shows such love for Isabella, and is responsible. Jesus is an awesome student, and I really enjoy teaching him and watching him progress and grow. He has the attitude to make his future bright and the will to reach his goals. He is a superb student. Next, we have Scarlett Fernandes. Mrs. Helm says of Scarlett, Scarlett was voted by her classmates to be our terrific kid. We are so thankful to have her in our class. She is a hard worker and completes any task given to her with a growth mindset. Scarlett is also very respectful and a great friend to her classmates. Keep up the good work, Scarlett. You are going to go far. Next, we have Ivy Brown. Mrs. Hayes says of Ivy, Ivy was chosen terrific kid because she's a great helper. Ivy is a kid who brings laughter and smiles to our classroom. She is such an amazing friend to all. The class is extremely blessed to have such a kind-hearted girl in our classroom. Ivy loves to read and is fond and has found a lot of the times in our classroom holding a book that she cannot wait to sit down and read. No matter how difficult the task, Ivy always tries her best. We are truly so blessed to have Ivy in our class. Way to go, girl. You are a rock star. Okay. Our next terrific kid is Braylon Frady. Miss Bridges says, Braylon is truly a terrific kid and such a joy to have in class. She is always helpful to her classmates and teacher and quick to follow directions. She is always sweet and pleasant, greeting each day at school with a sweet smile. Braylon works hard at school, giving her best each day. She pushes through her trouble spots and does not give up. Braylon has a bright future and she will do well always. She's truly a terrific kid. Our character count student for second grade for respect is Ian Alexa. Okay. Miss Bridges says that Ian is nominated because he consistently displays the character trait of respect throughout our school with all students and faculty. He is always polite and considerate and quick to respond to instruction. Ian answers each day with a sweet yes or no ma'am when spoken to. Not only does Ian demonstrate respect among the students and faculty, but he also demonstrates self-respect in his daily activities. He is proud of his work ethic and takes care of his materials. Okay, our next character count person for second grade is Isabella Dinkins. Miss Bannon says that Isabella shows responsibility on a daily basis by completing her homework efficiently and keeps it nice and neat to hand in each day. She helps her classmates if they are in need and always gives them a smile to cheer them up. Isabella always does what she's supposed to do and follows classroom rules and teacher directions. She does her best at all times and tries extremely hard to succeed. Isabella sets a good example for her classmates and has a positive attitude. She has fantastic self-control and definitely shows responsibility in all her actions, behaviors, and academics. I am proud of her for such awesome decisions. Our third grade terrific kid, the first one is Jasmine Bennet. Miss Allen says of Jasmine that she has been chosen our terrific kid because she's a very mild-mannered and dedicated student. She gets along well with her classmates and other students here at the school. Jasmine is a hard worker and puts forth her best effort to accomplish her academic goals. It is a pleasure to have a student such as Jasmine in our class. Congratulations, Jasmine Bennet. You are a terrific kid. Next is Allison Darby. Miss Threet says of Allison, Allison Darby, my sweetness, brightens my day with her caring and positive attitude. She comes to school each day prepared and ready to learn. Allison is always smiling, which makes those around her smile too. Her excellent behavior, awesome study habits, and cheerful personality sets a good example for others to follow. She is a great team player, friendly to her peers, and a wonderful asset to my class. Hats off to my terrific kid. And next we have Abigail Boucher. Miss Sheffield says of Abigail, the class and I think you are indeed terrific, Abigail. Your classmates said you are terrific because you have good behavior, are very helpful and kind to others, and you are a good listener when they explain things to you, and you include everyone when playing at recess. I concur with their remarks and applaud you for being a terrific kid. Our next terrific kid is Trent Crump. Mrs. Jackson says of Trent that Trent has been selected our terrific kid because he has shown wonderful classroom behavior and manners. Trent is an awesome young man who tries very hard to do all of his classwork and is eager to learn new things. We are very proud to have Trent in our class. He is a shining example of what an outstanding James A. Long Lion is all about. Congratulations, Trent. Our character count person, student for respect for third grade, it's Kai Hall. Mrs. Sheffield says of Kai, she is a respectful young lady. She always treats other students the way she would want to be treated. Kai uses good manners, especially when she is speaking to grown-ups. She knows how to problem solve and settle disagreements in a peaceful manner. We, the class, and I think she is pretty special and deserves this distinguished honor. Our next character count student is Reyna Bradshaw. Miss Allen says of Reyna that she has been chosen our character count student for respect and responsibility. Reyna is a well-mannered student that treats her classmates and adults here at school with the utmost respect. She comes in each day and takes responsibility in accurately completing her daily academic assignments on her own. Congratulations, Reyna Bradshaw. You are truly a respectful and responsible student. Okay, and our character count student for responsibility from Ms. Jackson's class is Jersey Johns. Jersey is nominated because she is a walking example of this month's pillar of responsibility. Jersey can be given a task to be completed and she will get it done in the blink of an eye. Jersey takes care of all of her materials at school and plans ahead. She strives to do her best in class by setting goals and then completes those goals. She works well with others and always gives a helping hand and never expects anything in return. We are proud to have Jersey in our class. Our fourth grade terrific kids. Our first one is Kylie Pollock Smith. Miss Arnold says of Kylie, Kylie is our terrific kid for the first 9 weeks because she is a very determined, motivated, and hardworking student. She has been crushing behavior goals that she set for herself since the second week of school. She is kind, generous, and helpful. She is always willing to lend someone a helping hand and to be a friend to all who needs one. We are truly blessed to have a terrific kid like Kylie in our class. Okay. Next, we have Grant Boyce. Mrs. Smith says of Grant, Grant was chosen for terrific kid because of his will and determination to always do his best. Grant is a hard worker, and even though an assignment might be hard, he never gives up. Grant was also chosen for terrific kid because he's a great student and classmate. Grant is always polite and kind to others. I am very thankful to have such a great student in our class. Okay, our next one is Lillian Tillis. Miss Jennison says that Lillian is such a pleasure to have in class. She is so respectful, and she is such a great leader in my class. She has been an amazing helper, and I am proud that she is my student. Our next one is Xavier Thompson. Miss McDonald says Xavier was chosen as our class terrific kid by his classmates. He is an outstanding student in our class and shows determination in everything he does. Xavier is a well-mannered and very respectful young man. He tries exceptionally hard in his academics and wants to excel in every area of the classroom. He is friendly to his peers and is always willing to help them in every area that is needed. We are excited to have Xavier as a part of our classroom family, and I am excited to see where his future will take him. He truly is a terrific kid. Congratulations, Xavier. Our character count student for fourth grade is first Damien Wylie. Damien was chosen for the character counts pillar of responsibility because of his amazing work ethics and determination. Damien is a student who makes sure he completes each assignment to the best of his ability and never gives up trying. Damien also shows he is responsible for reaching his classroom goals, such as accelerated reader and iReady math and reading lessons. I am very proud of Damien and thankful to have him in my class. And our next character count student for fourth grade is Laura Lee Perry. Miss McDonald says that Laura Lee has been nominated for Kid with Character of Respect. Laura Lee shows respect for her classmates by treating each one with manners and always with a smile on her face. She is respectful to every adult at James A. Long by always offering her help when she sees available opportunities. She works hard every day in her academics, and she's a wonderful example for other students to follow. Thank you, Laura Lee, for always leading with character and showing respect. And now our fifth grade terrific kids. Our first one is John Henry Badger. Mrs. Wood says of John, John is one very sweet young man, and I love having him in my class. I can count on him to always be prepared and ready to learn. Not only does he have good work ethics, he also shows the same effort in his behavior. John works hard to make good choices, and he is always respectful. It's nice to have such an amazing student in my class. I am very proud of you, John. Keep up the great work. I sure am going to miss you next year. Our next one is Natalie Driggers. Mrs. Freeman says of Natalie, I chose Natalie as my terrific kid because she is such a positive role for her classmates. She comes to school every day with the happiest demeanor and ready to conquer the day. Natalie is well liked by her peers, and that will just shape her into being a well-rounded adult. I am so proud of her and all of her accomplishments. Great job. Our next student, Braden O'Neal. Mrs. Blitch says of Braden, he is my terrific kid because he sets a great example for his classmates every day. He comes to school with a positive attitude and is always eager to learn. He is well loved by his peers and leads a friendly competition with vocabulary practice each week. Braden is also one of our top Lion Pride leaders in 5th grade. I am so proud of you, Braden. Next is Rachel Woods. Mrs. Aldrich says that Rachel was chosen by her classmates as our terrific kid. Her classmates have said she is a great listener and works hard each day. She follows directions given and makes sure her team is on track. Rachel has a kind heart and is always sure to include everyone in and out of the classroom. We are lucky to have her in our class. Our next student is Abby Rivers. Mrs. Deal says that Abby is such a great kid. She is a friend to everyone in the class, a smiling face each day, and a helpful teammate to whomever needs help. She is a hard worker and always gives 100% in all that she does for me in the class. I love the fact that I can ask Abby to help me on any other student in the class, and she does so willingly. I truly love having her in my class. Keep up the great work, Abby, and congratulations on being a terrific kid. Our character count student for responsibility for 5th grade is Sandra Ruskowski, okay. And her teacher, Miss Wood, says, I chose Sandra for the character counts responsibility pillar. I feel so lucky to have such a wonderful student in my class. I can't wait to see her each morning because she always has such a warm and beautiful smile. I can always count on her to be prepared and ready to learn. She's always prepared with everything she needs to complete her task. I never have to ask more than once for her to get ready to learn. I am so lucky to have such a wonderful student in my class. And our last but not least amazing character count student is Lillian Wilkinson. Mrs. Freeman says of Lillian, Lillian is a shining example of respect. She uses her manners without ever having to be reminded. It goes such a long way when a child says thank you or yes, ma'am, and Lillian does just that so naturally. I am so impressed with her and all that she does. Great job. Now, this concludes our terrific program. Let's give one last round of applause for all of our terrific kids.
around, the changes catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one. But one can make a difference. Nothing changes quite as much as change, and the things we rearrange, trying to make a difference. Reach down, deep down, look at the sky of another town. Listen well, the wind will tell you something good is in the air. Oh, life is bigger than just one. Oh, but one can make a difference. Stand up, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Reach out and stand down, find out what it's all about now. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference.